Imagine if you could take all that spare change you end up with at the grocery store and turn it into a lasting investment. Sounds great, right? Well, thanks to new technology, Sarah Kimmel says you can. So Sarah, you say this is as simple as downloading an app.
Super simple. Yes, we have several different apps that can really make it super painless for you to save money.
Okay, so which app do you have on your list first?
The first one we've got is Acorns. And what Acorns is actually an investment account. So kind of like an IRA or anything like that. You know, it's a retirement account. And what it will do is just take pennies from each transaction you make. So say I go to the grocery store and I spend $19.95. It'll take 5 cents and add it to your Acorns account from that transaction, just to round it up to 20. It's called like a roundup rule. And so each transaction you make, some pennies are going into this roundup account, and they invest that money as it builds.
And it looks like from the pictures, you're able to kind of see the money grow. I mean, you're watching it.
Oh, yeah.
It has like a really good interface. Are there any concerns about that? Anything that you don't like about this one?
I wish that it would charge me $20 and take that 5 cents away, but what it does is kind of it holds it until it reaches a certain threshold, so like $5, and then it'll take $5 out of your bank account and move it all over. So it's not as seamless as,
so it's not happening in real time. It's just saying,
yeah,
we're going to round up on these, wait for a little pool to build, and then move it over.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And is that as simple as just having it linked to your credit card? Or?
Yeah. You link it to your bank account or your credit card or anything like that. So anything you spend, it'll automatically take that much money. And you can turn off the rules and on at any time. So it's just a really easy way. Instead of, I always wanted to be like, okay, I'm going to save $500 and then I'm going to invest in an IRA or anything like that. But this really makes it super easy to start building that investment portfolio.
Yeah, that's a great start for that for a lot of us. Okay, what about Capital? That's another app.
Capital, and it's spelled with a Q, so
yeah,
it's a little confusing. But what I really like about Capital, it has the same kind of features as Acorns, where it's going to have a roundup rule where you can round up all of your different transactions. But Capital also has several other different rules that you can set. And this one is not an investment account, so you're not going to be earning interest on the money that you're putting in this account, but it will be like a savings account where you can just pull money out when you need to.
Okay, so the first one, Acorns, is more of an investment account where you're earning interest, also potentially losing if the market goes down, right?
Yes, for sure.
And then Capital is more of just a straight savings account.
That's correct.
But with the same principle, kind of skimming it off the top of whatever purchases you make.
But the other fun thing about Capital is you can set different rules too. So I also have a 52-week rule where it'll take $1 the first week, $2 the second week, $3 the third week, and so on and so on and so on, until after 52 weeks you have $1,000 saved up. And then there's a couple other rules, like you can set, I have a budget that I'm not going to spend more than $30 a month at the Container Store, because I love the Container Store, right?
We all have a place like that, yes.
So if I spend $20 that month at the Container Store, it will take $10 that I budgeted for the Container Store and put it in a savings account. So I get rewarded for not spending as much in different categories. And so you can set that, like, you know, if you have any sort of bad habits, or, you know, okay, if I spend here, then I have to, like, I punish myself by adding money to
me on this other one.
Right, yeah.
That would actually be great practice for a lot of us.
Yeah.
What about for people who are interested in the stock market? You say that there's one for them.
Yeah, so Robinhood is a really fun app, because the stock market was always really super confusing for me. You have to go through a broker and everything to try and buy and sell stock. With Robinhood, it's so super simple. You just connect your bank account and you can transfer money anytime you want. So you can transfer $5 and then you can buy a stock that's worth $5, and there's no fees. It just, you own that stock, and it can keep building. It can keep buying different stocks, selling stock, all through the Robinhood app.
That's so neat. Okay, and the next one you say is more of a way to save money when you're shopping.
Right, yeah. So Ibotta is a I-B-O-T-T-A instead of like I bought a. But Ibotta, you can have different items that you pick in the app. Or you can do different like activities. So you can say, hey, I can watch this video, and then if I buy something, after I've watched this video, I'm gonna get some money back. And then what you do is after you go grocery shopping, you take a picture of your receipt, and it kind of scans the receipt, and it finds the different transactions that that are valid for what it wants to save, and it'll give you money for those different transactions. So say it's got a deal for chips, and I went and bought chips, and I take a picture of my receipt, and then it's gonna give me the 25 cents for the chips that I bought. And so you keep building, you know, there's different bloggers and websites have said they've saved $500 a year just through that app.
And then you say Checkout 51 is in kind of another version of this? Is it the same?
Yeah, Ibotta is, Checkout 51 is going to be pretty much the same as
another
Ibotta.
app.
It's another app. It works the same. You're going to take a picture of your receipt. The only difference really is Checkout 51 is going to have different stores. Like Checkout 51 is valid at pretty much any store. Ibotta will be specific stores. Like, so you have to buy this at Target, or you have to buy this at Smith's.
So is it, if you're going for one that's more general, if you're kind of like, I want to do this, but I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
Checkout 51 sounds like it's a little bit more prolific.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
But people do save a whole lot more money with Ibotta.
Okay, interesting. Where can we find out more of your tech advice?
FamilyTechZone.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sarah.
No problem.